1982 in Antarctica. A signal is being followed by 3 Norwegian researchers in a snowcat across a sizable mountainous snowfield. When they suddenly stop, a crack in the snow or ice lets the snowcat fall into a fissure where it becomes wedged. A spaceship is visible when looking down into the fissure with the snowcat's headlights. Kate Lloyd, an American paleontologist, is visited by Sander, a Norwegian scientist, who informs her that they have found a structure and an organism and persuades her to travel to Antarctica. Kate and Adam take a helicopter driven by Americans Carter and Jameson to the Norwegian camp in Antarctica. When they arrive at the camp, they get to know the other Norwegians there, including Edvard, who is in charge of it, and Lars, a mechanic who is the only one without any English skills and who owns an Alaskan Malamute. When they arrive, Kate, Adam, and the Norwegians board a snowcat and travel to the location where they can see the top of the ship completely encased in ice. They show Kate a strange-looking organism encased in ice that is located far from the ship. They talk about the organism's removal at camp, which they predict will take most of the day. The organism is taken out and placed back at the camp in a wooden room with the ice block still covering it. Kate objects when Sander says he wants to take a tissue sample first because they need to sterilize and take other safety precautions. She is warned not to challenge him in front of the others again. They make a hole in the ice and take a sample of the organism's frozen flesh, putting it in a petri dish. Later, while having a party in the camp's recreation area, the team as a whole realizes what they have found: aliens. The ice block is currently starting to melt. While everyone is having fun, a shot cuts to an Alaskan Malamute that is barking and trying to escape from its cage. Jameson exits the restroom and enters the space housing the ice block. He is startled by Lars' boo cry from behind before Lars flees. The unseen thing suddenly emerges from the ice and leaps through the ceiling. Jameson returns to the recreation area and alerts the others to the thing's survival and escape. The ice block with the hole that the thing left after escaping is visible when they all enter the room. The teams are told by Sander to split into 2s and 3s and look for the thing. When one pair enters the dog kennel, they discover a large hole in the wall covered in blood and fur. Henrik and Olav, 2 Norwegians, notice the thing under one of the structures. When first observed, the thing resembles a large beetle because of its slimy appearance, numerous crab-like legs, large mouth, and tentacles. Henrik's chest is pierced by one of the tentacles, spilling blood all over Olav's face. The thing then drags Henrik back underneath the structure and begins to consume him. When Olav screams, everyone starts to run. With the exception of the thing jumping inside the building it was under and climbing up it, their initial rifle shots at the thing have little impact. It is ignited by the team after being doused in kerosene. Henrik is still partially protruding from the thing's mouth as it collapses to the ground dead. The group returns inside while still in a state of confusion. Olav is receiving treatment and appears to be very ill. One of the men comforts Juliet, the lone female on the Norwegian team. Olav needs medical attention, so Carter informs the group that he will return to civilization in the morning. The team is then informed by Sander that even though Henrik has passed away, they are still scientists, and that this might be their only opportunity to research the thing. The thing's burned remains are brought back inside by him. Henrik's upper body is discovered during the autopsy of the thing, and Kate observes that his skin appears to be almost brand new. Then Kate takes out a piece of metal and inquires as to what it is. Her co-workers inform her that Henrik underwent surgery to insert a titanium bar into his arm to stabilize a fracture. Then why was it outside of his body? Kate queries. Later, Kate and Adam examine the thing's cells under a microscope. The cells are not only still alive, but they are also engulfing and replicating Henrik's cells. The following morning, Kate is in the restroom as Carter and Jameson get the helicopter ready. She picks up 4 bloody silver dental fillings off the floor after spotting something bloody there. She then notices a lot of blood in the shower but no body. Carter and Jameson board the helicopter along with Olav and another Norwegian named Griggs, and the 4 depart. Kate is running outside to stop them. Carter decides to land after observing her flagging them down. Olav inquires as to what is wrong because he appears awful. Griggs reassures him that everything is fine before splitting in half and opening his chest to reveal tentacles and teeth that resemble ribs. Griggs, who has been duplicated, assaults Olav. Sander and Kate observe as the helicopter loses control and crashes behind a mountain, ostensibly killing all four of them. Her attempt to stop them is questioned by Sander. When the team is all together again inside, Kate explains that she discovered silver fillings in the restroom. She explains to them how cells replicate and how, in her theory, the thing is capable of perfectly duplicating any organism. However, it rejects inorganic materials like metal dental fillings and Henrik's metal plate because it cannot replicate them. No one wants to believe her. So they decide to send a few members of the team to a nearby Russian camp to seek assistance. Kate, who stays behind with Juliet, hears Juliet's story about seeing Colin, a different team member, emerge from the restroom carrying a rag. Juliet claims to know where the snowcat keys are after Kate informs her that they must prevent the team from leaving. When they enter a room, Kate is looking in a drawer for the keys when she hears a slimy noise coming from behind her. Juliet is breaking in half. The Juliet thing tries to attack her, but Kate flees the room and tells another Norwegian to leave as she passes him in the hallway. When he doesn't, the Juliet thing uses a tentacle to stab him. As soon as Kate closes the hallway door, Adam and Lars show up. Lars has a pack with a flamethrower. They let Juliet in while she absorbed the victim of her attack. Lars firebombs the other Norwegians and Juliet thing. As the team assembles, Kate informs them that the thing is similar to a virus. Anyone who comes into contact with blood or the thing's cells reportedly becomes assimilated. She queries Adam on the best course of action for viruses. Adam says quarantine, and that they isolate it before destroying it. To find out who might be infected, they decide to perform a blood test. While Lars and Kate turn off all the snow cats, Adam and Sander are working in the lab. Kate is shown a cache of grenades by Lars. On their way back, they notice that the lab is the area of the camp that is on fire. Then, they notice two people coming toward them from a distance. Jameson and Carter are there. They couldn't have just walked away from the helicopter crash, so everyone assumes they must be replicas of the thing. They both get locked up. Kate says she is aware of another test as the team begins to accuse one another. Lars needs to open his mouth, so she goes to get a flashlight. We can see that he has dental fillings. She explains to the group why the replicas of the thing wouldn't have fillings. Except for Sander, Edvard, Colin, and Adam, who don't have any dental fillings, everyone else is ruled out as a suspect. While Kate orders Lars to go get Jameson and Carter, these four are being held at gunpoint. Jameson and Carter aren't in the building when Lars and another Norwegian, Jonas, arrive. Through a hole in the floor, they were able to get away. Lars runs into a building while trying to find them and is then abruptly pulled inside. To inform the others that Carter and Jameson have killed Lars, Jonas returns to the group of people. When Carter and Jameson, who is carrying a flamethrower, enter the structure, Petter is engaged in a standoff with them. Behind Petter, the teammates conceal themselves. Petter is commanded to kill Carter and Jameson by Edvard. Jameson shoots Petter in the head with a gun just before Petter uses his flamethrower to blast them, but he also hits the flamethrower tank, causing gas to spew out. When the gas reaches the flame at the flamethrower's tip, it explodes. The blast knocks Edvard to the ground and severely injures him. Due to the fact that they have all the weapons, Carter and Jameson suddenly gain the upper hand. Two of the Norwegians carry Edvard as they coerce everyone into entering the recreation area. As soon as he enters the space, Edvard's arms abruptly separate from his body and change into tiny crab-like creatures. One of these creatures then attacks Jonas and latches onto his face. The Edvard thing then develops a tentacle that stabs Adam, critically injuring him, before fatally wounding Jameson. Due to air that has become trapped in the main fuel line, Kate and Carter are unable to successfully operate the flamethrower. Adam is approached by the Edvard thing, which has grown new arms and legs, and it begins to merge with him as their faces are joined. The Edvard/Adam thing escapes Kate's flamethrower attack and tumbles to the ground in the snow. When she enters the recreation area again, she discovers Jonas being consumed by the arm thing and uses the flamethrower to extinguish both of them. Carter sits next to Jameson until he passes away. Carter steps aside to allow Kate to fire the flamethrower at the dead Jameson. Colin escapes into the compound amidst all of this commotion. Kate and Carter are in search of the thing. In the meantime, Adam has been completely absorbed by the thing, which locates Sander hiding behind a desk and attacks him. The thing follows Carter into the kitchen as Carter and Kate part ways. Kate fires the flamethrower at it just as it prepares to attack Carter, causing it to crash through the wall and fall to the snow outside, burning. The Sander thing is seen escaping in a snowcat. Carter implores Kate to release him because he will freeze and has nowhere else to go. He does have a place to go, according to Kate, and he can try to assimilate by trying to connect with others. Following Sander to the spaceship, Kate and Carter board the other snowcat. Kate concentrates on the earring in Carter's left ear as they exit. Carter also informs her that Lars was not killed by them. When the ship activates as they move toward an open hatch, Kate falls through a vent into the ship. Carter walks into the hatch. Kate reaches a location in the ship that appears to be the energy source. It appears as a collection of pixels. The Sander thing is following her into a tunnel from behind her. As the thing drags Kate out of the tunnel, she grabs a grenade. The thing and the ship's energy source are both destroyed when she throws the grenade into its mouth. When Carter arrives back at the snowcat, Kate abruptly tells him to wait, while she loads the flamethrower into the back. "You know how I knew you were human back at the camp?" she says to Carter as she continues to stand outside the cat. "It's your earring." Carter's earring has been removed. He reaches up and tugs at his ear, which is pierced free on the right. As she douses him in flames, Kate utters, "It was the other ear." Carter makes an inhuman screeching noise as he burns. She boards the other cat that the Sander thing had been riding and heads off in the direction of the Russian camp. My dear brothers and sisters, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our video. Additionally, press the bell icon to receive notifications of our new videos. If you don't like our video, then you can dislike it and give us your valuable feedback so that we can improve our future videos. We believe that in order to succeed on our journey on YouTube, we need your help in every possible way. Please comment below with the name of which movie explanation you want to watch in our upcoming videos. I love you all. See you in our upcoming videos. Bye.